Whoa. Hey guys, what's up? Ooh! Those are 2 balls of Mike's Hard that might have just crashed. But this is the meat of today's video. I have a nice mic. I hope it's not too loud. Let me readjust it. Baby. Oh, baby. Gov's ball, baby. So wait, hold on a second. You're telling me I brought you to a Kygo concert and you ditched me for the grand to go with your girlfriend, and now you get Gov's ball tickets and you're going with your girlfriend and not me? Yeah. It's okay. I'll find someone to go to Gov ball with. Does anyone want to go?
Hottest fan gets to go with Arlin.
Yesterday, I showed you guys what to do if you have like nothing to do and you're just sitting in your room. Today, I'm gonna tell you guys how to meet people, and then maybe in tomorrow's vlog, I'll like actually show you how I do that with like hidden camera footage. I don't know, just an idea. The first thing that I think about when like going and meeting new people is assuming attraction or assuming familiarity. When I go up and meet someone, like my idea about everyone that I've met, everyone I meet on a day-to-day basis is that we're already friends. Everyone is on the same team. Everyone is kind of just like trying to make new friends. And if you go in like to a social setting or like even like a coffee shop or something and you just like break into conversation as if they were already your friend, by law of state transference, which is like how you feel they feel as if you're a friendly person, and then they reciprocate back and they end up being friendly to you. So that's the first thing I would say. Literally assume attraction, assume familiarity. And this works too for like if you're trying to actually attract someone, not just meet someone. Like if you assume that they're into you, then, and you have to always obviously be conscious of what the other person's feeling, because if you start doing it at first, it might be a little bit weird, but eventually you kind of pop through that and it turns into this thing where you actually transfer your state onto them and they understand that you're genuine. You have this vibe of like love and like universal fun, and it just transfers. It's really cool. From there, you have this like general inner like, kind of woo-woo sub to like, oh, we're all friends, right? How do you actually take action on that? The next thing I would talk about is like opening conversation. So how do you do that? There's a couple really easy ways. One is just like functional. So you can just go in and be like, hey, like, you know what time it is? My phone died or something like that. That's one thing you can do that is really low risk. If you do that, then no one's gonna think you're weird or think, anything you're doing is creepy. And then from there, you kind of just open up the conversation. Can you tell me how to get to the nearest Starbucks or whatever? That's like just a general way to open a conversation that makes sense. And if you really want to talk to someone for whatever reason, it's just like an easy way to do it. If you're in more of like a party scene, you can offer value in a way that's like, hey, check this out. Hey, check out this dance move. Or hey, check out this watch. Hey, check out that person over there. They're trying to like get your attention or something like that. Another one that's really good is just complimenting people. Just saying like, hey, I love your hair. Like, I love your shoes. Those shoes are sick. Like if you're trying to just make a friend, where did you get that shirt? I don't know, something like that. Obviously complimenting someone is just really nice thing to do. And it's a giving vibe. Hey Luke, you look nice today. See, he feels better. Yeah, so those 3 things, just functional opening. Excuse me, do you know if it's supposed to rain later? No, it's not gonna rain. Okay, cool, hi, my name's Arlin. Honestly, my favorite thing to do if I wanna meet someone is just say like, hey, I thought you were cool. I just wanted to meet you. Now you're in the conversation. What do? How do you like bridge into a conversation? How do you get things rolling? How do you not run out of things to say? General rule of thumb I like to go with is let the other person talk. Let the other person roll with it. So like before you get there, you have to have like planned questions so that you kind of know what you're not really looking for, but you know where you want the conversation to go. What questions can you pose to make that interaction fun for both you and the other person? But really what you're trying to do is ask questions so that they are giving you the response that is like not only showing you what they like to talk about or what they like to do, but it's literally getting them to talk. When I'm in an interaction, I'm thinking, how can I get this person excited? It's a lesson in how to win friends and influence people. It's having questions that you know that will get the other person excited. So you can, if one thing like doesn't really suit their interests, you can kind of switch from that and go to something else that is just like kind of like a different area. So like maybe they're not so much into fitness, maybe they're into like reading books, maybe they're not into reading books, maybe they're into like sports or something. Have different areas where you can get them talking and see like the kind of people that they know, which brings me into the next tip. This is like the most important thing that I've learned recently. It's called social arbitrage. So have you ever been into a situation or a conversation where you feel like you don't have a lot to offer? Social arbitrage is when you don't have to offer anything except a connection. For example, I know like a couple pretty cool people. Like I know, first name that comes to mind is Kai, who just did a song with Wiz Khalifa. So if I meet like, I don't know, like someone who makes beats or something like that, I could be like, yo, I actually know Kai, he just did a song with Wiz Khalifa. I could probably connect you guys and you could do something like you could offer him a beat or something like that. I don't know. Or if I met like a fashion blogger, I could be like, hey, I know Gretchen Garrity. She's this beauty vlogger. Like you guys would love to be friends together. And so what it does is it takes other high value people with a lot of value. And like, even if I wasn't like, oh, like a YouTuber, even if you're anyone, like if you were just friends with someone who's like really cool and you connect that person to someone else, then you automatically you take the other person's value and it's putting on yourself. So you're literally like stealing from the other person. Okay. By the way, I don't know if you can tell, but I drank like a full coffee, so I'm kind of hyper. But yeah, value arbitrage is something I'm going to be doing a whole lot more of. Something that it provides social proof. So it shows that you're like a well-connected person. Think of like the coolest people you know who don't have like particularly crazy skills. The reason you probably think they're cool is because they are well connected. Do you know photographers? Do you know YouTubers? Do you know singers? Do you know producers? Do you know like creative people in general? Do you know someone who's really good with spreadsheets? Do you know someone who is really good at a certain sport? Or like, do you know a trainer? And connecting people is really the main thing I go about in a conversation. So like that's really the pinnacle of like everything that I've just opened. So when you have social value through connections, everything else before that interaction is so easy because it's like you go up and it doesn't really matter what you say, like, hey, what time is it? If you're talking to someone that you're attracted to, or like maybe it's someone that you aren't and you just want to meet them, like a cool person, just know that you have cool stuff to offer. Knowing that makes everything else so easy because it lets the conversation flow. So when I talk about opening questions, right? So when I talk about a functional opener, or then when I talk about getting the other person to invest in terms of like having prepared questions, you're getting them to reveal information to you, right, about themselves, which makes them feel good because people like to be interested in themselves. They like it when other people are interested in themselves. But what you're doing is you're screening to figure out who you can connect them to, and then for the future, how you can use them to connect them to someone else. So let's say you meet like a model, and then later in the night you meet a photographer. You'd be like, hey, I know this awesome model like that you met like 2 minutes ago, and you just like bring them together. And all of a sudden you're just this social connector. That's how I've created like a lot of really cool relationships in my life and how I'm gonna definitely continue to moving through this summer. And it just makes everything so much easier. If you're a well-connected person, things become so much easier. The next thing I would say is like when you go out and you see someone you want to talk to and you feel that thing inside, it's natural to feel fear. The reason being is because I'm going to get weird with you guys right now. When we were in 150 person societies as like cavemen, if you were exiled from the group for doing something weird or for hitting on someone you weren't supposed to or for just generally not fitting in with the group, then you would be banished from that 150 person tribe and you would probably die. I don't know if I've ever explained this on my channel, but our genes have conditioned us to like want to fit in with people. The reason being is because when we didn't fit in, when we did weird things, when we were being fearless and like going up and saying hi, if someone thought we were weird, we'd literally be kicked out of the tribe or we'd be like killed. The reason our genes give us like fear nowadays is because it's ingrained in us to feel fear because that's what was favorable to our ancestors. Do you understand that? But the thing is now, It's like we don't live in 150-person societies. We live in a world where we're connected and we can move around and we can meet new groups of 150 people any day of the week if we wanted to. So understand, like, having that feeling, it doesn't really mean anything. In understanding that it doesn't mean anything today is useless. I mean, it's good to know, but you're still going to feel that fear, like, no matter what. So there's really no getting over the fear. I mean, the only way to get over the fear is to go into fear is the pathway to freedom. That's one way to think about it. You're going to feel a lot of fear, and it's probably never going to go away, honestly, no matter how much action you take. But the more action you take, the more you kind of thrive off that fear. One thing I will say is, like, there's usually like a 10 to 20 minute hurdle of like going into a setting where you don't know anyone. So let's say you're going into college. If you go into like one of those icebreaker activities, the first person you see, give them like an opening conversation and make it last very quickly. So like 2 minutes in, leave, go meet someone else. Every interaction you have should be short, quick, and leaving like quickly so that you can go back next time when you like have someone to connect them to, and it's like you're already on a positive note. Let's say you go out, college icebreaker day, that's like a good example, but just for like generally going to a party or like going to a social setting, like a bar or something. I know there's younger people watching this, so like cafeteria, maybe. If you just go and say hi to people and give them a compliment, that's enough to just be like, okay, cool, like I'm gonna head out. Then you do that to the next group, and then the next group, and then the next group. And pretty soon, you have said hello and offered value to every person in the room, whether it's the cafeteria, the bar, the college icebreaker day, whatever it is. And everyone else is like out of the corner of their eye seeing this cool person saying hi to everyone. And the thing is, in their mind, they don't know that you don't know anybody, but it looks like you know everybody. Once you kind of start going around, you probably have some longer interactions. You can connect people. So by getting people to talk about themselves, you can then learn things about them that allow you to connect people. And that's like really the key to developing kind of like this social power, even if you don't know anybody. Hi to like 50 people, and then grouping people together. And now you're just like the king and everyone sees it. The very last thing I'll say, this is like the weirdest thing of all because it's not too tangible, but it's to start writing out your goals for your friends, right? Your social connections. So whether it's writing out, I meet one new friend a day, I meet one new person per week, even if I'm scared. I have an abundant social life. People invite me to do things. Meeting people is easy. Meeting people is fun. Writing out these things, just whatever comes to mind of that reality that you want socially, doing it every day, your thoughts start to change. And when your thoughts starts to change, your reality starts to change. If you're interested in more of this stuff, I have a course where I talk about like everything, and like I have 45 people in it right now. This sounds like salesy, but like it's pretty cool. I don't really care. So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. And you get to talk to me, you have to talk to other people in the group, and we definitely talk about like social stuff if that's what you're interested in. So yeah, links down below for that. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll try to do some like meeting people. That'd be super fun. Okay, thank you guys for watching today. It was kind of a different type of vlog. Let me know how you like this format, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 8 a.m. Peace.
Nah, I ain't got no kids yet, but this right here's for practice. I hate to get the seats in the bins wet, but that's how good your ass is.
We're here in Star right now, grabbing some bagels, some carbs for the morning. What happened the past 12 hours? Well, we were at Tits. You guys saw that. GG, say hi.
My tongue is blue.
That's okay. Your tongue is blue from a ring pop. Airheads, yeah, that will go with airheads. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi.
Do they know you? No, but they know Gretchen. So some people might know you.
You may know me. You may have seen me before.
If you guys can guess Hannah's name, then
Good work.
then you get, I don't know. If you can guess Hannah's name, then you can get a point. So let me do it. Azu, exit interview. Azu, what are you gonna leave behind in your legacy? right, thank you, Pickle. Then I woke up, went to Jackson's room, nowhere to be found. My intern skipped another day of work, so that was kind of ass. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make the best of the situation. I took my penny, rode down to the camera store to see if I could upgrade my equipment. These are dank. These are dank. Do you ever steal these from me?
Oh, no. I don't eat English muffins that much.
So I tried to see if I could find a mic for this because the sound's kind of terrible, and you can't attach a mic apparently, so that sucks. So then I came all the way back to West. Sat in Narrow, did a little bit of work, and look who showed up. Where were you? No answer.
No
okay,
comment.
Well.
No comment.
So yeah, so now we're just in Star grabbing some food, gonna cook it up, and then we're gonna head over to graduation because all our friends are leaving us.
Actually, though.
All our friends are dead. Push me to the edge. Oh, so we're back in the house right now. Shawn Mendes' new song is literally about me and Jackson today.
Like the NASDAQ. Move white girls like this coke up my ass crack. Move black girls, cause man, fuck it, I'll do either. I love.
Bro, there's so many people. 800 people.
That's a lot of people. Yeah. That's a lot of people in a lot of cubicles, bro. That's all I'm saying.
All these people are about to have no fun for the next 40 years.
No, that's not true. There's like probably 20 of them are coming out on like $300K a year, and like they're having fun right now. But like they're also gonna like do 70 hours a week for the next 10 years.
It's package time, boys. I have no idea what this is, but I'm just assuming it's for me. And it's for Jackson.
Actually?
Yeah. What is it, a poop, another poop thing? Is it a, oh baby. Oh baby. Oh shit. Govs ball, baby. That's actually so sick. I want that. So wait, hold on a second. You're telling me I brought you to a Kygo concert and you ditched me for the grand to go with your girlfriend, and now you get Govs ball tickets and you're going with your girlfriend and not me.
I mean, yeah.
It's okay. I'll find someone to go to Gov ball with. Does anyone want to go with me? We have an apartment.
Yeah. Hottest fan gets to go with Arlin.
Hottest fan, hit me up.
I can't get enough of what you got. Good God, you hit.